So, I just went to AMC's Unseen screening, which was the movie Ezra. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Ezra was the movie at the AMC Unseen screening. Now, if you guys haven't seen anything about this movie, let me just give you a quick rundown of the movie. This is a movie about a father and a son who has autism, and now the father is going on this road trip with his son to try and reconnect with him and help him along this journey, while also helping himself at the same time and trying to connect with his son on a deeper level. So, the trailers for Ezra looked pretty good. This looked very, very decent. So I was excited to see this movie. Now, after seeing Ezra, I think this movie is a really good movie. I really like this movie. I enjoyed it. And I feel like, as a father myself, I feel like, look, I don't have any kids that are autistic or anything like that. So I don't have any relatability to that and how hard that is. But as a father myself of boys, I feel like I could connect with this movie on a deeper level as well and understand some of the motivations that was going through the father's mind at the time while he's doing it, and what he's trying to do and build that relationship with his kid. So I really, really enjoyed this movie. Now, firstly, I must say, I did not expect it to be this funny. It's not like a funny movie where they just throw in jokes. Obviously, he's a comedian. Max, who's the father, is a comedian. But it's the subtleness of the jokes and the subtleness of the deliveries, the line deliveries throughout the film that made it really, really funny. And, it was coming from all the different type of characters that were in the movie. Each of them had their own. Obviously, Ezra himself, played by William, who is fantastic in this movie. He is fantastic, William. And Ezra has his moments where the subtleness of his line delivery and the way that the jokes are executed in the film, they're like little one-liners in that just make you laugh all the time. It's hilarious. And it's this perfect balance of comedic side of a movie to this deeper connective movie, this dramatic movie that you're watching. And, it's important to find that balance, because you don't want to overshadow a moment that is meant to be this deep emotional moment with a joke. We've seen movies do that. Obviously, Thor: Love and Thunder is the first movie that comes to your mind when you're dealing with something very heavy with the likes of cancer, and then you're making jokes around it, not at cancer or anything, but you're making jokes and taking away from that emotional scene. This movie doesn't do that. This has this nice balance, and when the emotional scenes come, it hits you, man. It hits you, especially the ending of the film. Oh, man, because there's this beautiful metaphor that is used by the father when he's talking to Ezra, when Max is talking to Ezra. He comes up with this beautiful metaphor, and it comes full circle at the end there. And look, man, the waterworks were on for me. They were on in that moment. I was like, wow. I thought that was just fantastic how they ended it with that. And that, to me, just felt real. Like, that's what this movie did real. This movie, it felt real. This father and son connection. The father, Max, he has issues of his own that he's trying to deal with his father and what happened with them. And meanwhile, while he's trying to deal with all that, he's trying to, do what's best for his son. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on with the son that is happening that he's not happy with. And obviously, they're divorced, and, they're trying to co-parent from the thing. One of them wants to do this, the other one wants to do this. So the dad then takes it upon himself to try and show everyone that this kid doesn't need to be here or there or whatever. He doesn't need to be treated like this or anything like that. Like, he is just wants him to be not like everyone else, but be the best of what he can be in a situation where he can learn. Because it's just this beautiful moment with the father and son on this journey that you go through, that each time something happens with them, you feel the emotion between them, the love and everything like that. It's a beautiful story. And I think a lot of fathers are going to relate to this movie, can relate to this movie with that bond and that connection with your son. And Bobby is brilliant, man. He's brilliant as Max, and every time I see him, he's underrated. He really is underrated, and he is so good in this movie playing Max. He delivered everything you want. The emotion was there. The facial expressions were there. You know, the performance is great. Just everything is good about them. He's so underrated, man. So underrated. And then you have the mother, and you know, the mother and father relationship, those two, the relationship between them two is very interesting. And obviously, I can't relate to that because I haven't gone through anything. Hopefully, I don't have to go through anything like that. Would be nice, wouldn't it? But so, like when you see their relationship and how they do things and how they are towards each other, they have their own little arc as well that is paid off at the end there. You know, and I really like that. I really like how they portrayed that and why they're going on this journey. Each of them are going on these two different journeys, and they need to learn to live with each other and how they're going to cope with each other. So I really enjoyed that as well. Cinematography, brilliant, looked good, looked gorgeous as well for a smaller budget film. Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro. He's great in everything, and you know, he's great in this movie as well. Like, not much else you could say about him really, because the man just always turns it on. He always does, and he plays Max's father in here, and you know that dynamic between them. Robert De Niro is hilarious in this movie as well, and like it's not like this. It's not like he tries to be funny. It's that moment where he's like very much, you know, straight face funny, and you're like just laughing because it's just hilarious. So I really like that, and I really like the development they did with Ezra. I really like where he started and where he ended. That was fantastic. You know, I really enjoyed this journey. I really did. I think it's a smaller film. It's an original film. This is inspired by the screenwriter's actual own like sort of experience because he has an autistic kid as well. So everything you can feel how real it is and how this is something that people go through every single day doing with it. And I really enjoyed it, and I hope more people go out and see this movie because it deserves it, because it's really good. It is. I absolutely had a ball with it. It's not going to be for everyone. I'm going to tell you that now. Like every movie, it's not always going to be for everyone. But if you get the chance to see this movie, I suggest seeing it because you might be surprised. You might actually really enjoy this. A lot of people in the theater enjoyed it. A lot of people were laughing. It's got that comedic side. I think a lot of people are going to have fun with it. So, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you guys did see Ezra, smash it down in the comment section below. What did you guys think of the movie? Did you love it? Did you not? Smash it down there. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.